Are we rolling?
We are live.
The mouse. All right, what's up? This is the L&D podcast coming out of Colorado.
L&D Project coming at you live.
Project.
I am Lo, the Mexican chupacabra.
And Dan, the Canadian polar bear.
And together we are the L&D Project. Anyway, hello Dan, how are you?
Not bad, man. How you been?
Yeah, pretty good. We were going to take 3 days off, and we ended up
got to two.
We got to two.
Well, 1.5.
1.5. It was great 1.5 days. Feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. So in honor of you being back, Dan, I'm going to do a dad just for you.
Sunday.
Yeah, I know, right? We see each other all the time. But anyway,
all right.
Here hanging out. I'm going to turn that down. That way YouTube's not like, oh my God, you're ripping off bands.
You're copywriting.
You're copywriting.
We're copywriting right now because our music's too loud.
Don't say that. No, we're not. Okay, I'm going to smoke some Critical Mass wax. It's single strain.
Critical Mass. We're going to hit critical Mass tonight.
73.82%.
82%.
73.82%.
Critical Mass.
Critical Mass wax. I'm sorry.
You smoke enough of that, you'll turn into a fucking Nazi.
You could, whatever. Anything can happen.
I'm kidding. Oh. What do we
Welcome.
got?
Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
And he's gone. And he left.
No, he's still there.
And he's gone. No, he's gone.
All right.
Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and hit this.
You want me to heat your nail for you?
I'm going to go ahead and dab it. Go ahead, Dan, and please heat the ceremonial nail.
Ceremonial nail.
Daniel.
Your arm to move so I don't melt your arm skin.
Okay. Please initiate the fire in the bowl, Dan.
The sacred torch fire.
Please light the sacred nail.
Om Pati Patrum. Om Pati Patrum. Om Pati Patrum.
I don't know what that means.
Om
back.
Say it!
Back the torch up the stair. Right there's your sweet spot.
Hey there.
There's a certain spot you want to be.
Absolutely, Scarface.
Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little torch.
Say hello to my little friend. Anyway.
You realize his little friend was an M16 with a grenade launcher?
Well, my little friend happens to be a little knife, okay? So my little friend really is a little friend. Scarface didn't have a little friend. Scarface had a huge friend. It was huge. It was a huge friend. It was huge.
I think when you had the kind of money he had, that was a little friend. His big friend would have been like a fucking Sherman tank.
The Sherman. And
RPG.
Is that nail? Okay, that nail is glowing. That's good, Dan. Please.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Please stop.
Are you ready?
Yes, please stop. That's going to kill me. Hey, what's up, Omega? Dan, please read the comments.
All right.
While I initiate the dabbing process.
Lo is going to do the first official ceremonial dab
of the L&D Project.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. Tuesday. Here we go.
What are you doing? I'm being goofy. He's smoking weed. I'm bad. He's mad. We're crazy.
And you're live on the L&D Project. Coming at you hot tonight. Wow, that was intense. That was some Critical Mass wax.
Yes, it was. Ooh, look, we got happy those happy faces.
Give us a follow and give me some hearts. I love hearts.
Hearts. Like the hearts.
Anyway, buddy. Dan?
Yeah.
You have some topics you want to start going on while I die over here for a little bit?
Sure. I like to consume beverages, water, iced tea, lemonade, stuff like that. Tea, regular tea.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking. What's everybody's favorite beverage?
Ooh.
Non-alcoholic and alcoholic. If you have one, let us know. I can start everybody off.
Go.
My official favorite alcoholic beverage back in the day was a double rum and coke.
Double rum and coke, huh?
Double rum and coke. And in Canada, they called it a highball.
Wow. You Canadians, you have a lot of creative terms for your drinking.
Because what do they call it here?
Or rum and coke.
Or Bacardi and rum? Bacardi and coke?
Yeah.
Bacardi and coke.
Bacardi and coke.
See, I feel like a highball is like...
Ooh, alcohol
more
is
exotic.
haram. Alcohol is haram. Harm.
Mm.
No, they don't like alcohol.
Oh. Well, my favorite non-alcoholic drink as a child was a chocolate milkshake.
Well, my favorite alcoholic drink is a margarita.
Mm-hmm.
Can't beat a good old-fashioned margarita. And my favorite non-alcoholic drink is milk. I love milk. Can't get enough milk.
And then
Dance for
Arnold
me.
Palmer is
Wow.
a pretty good one right now. My
Damn.
favorite non-alcoholic drink is an Arnold Palmer.
Somebody on Periscope just asked you to dance for them.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm more the dancer.
The polar bear doesn't dance.
I'm more of the dancer, like, how's this?
Uh,
That's about all you're going to get while I'm sitting down.
yeah.
So, anyway, moving on. My favorite alcoholic drink is Zam Zam. What is Zam Zam? I've never heard of Zam Zam.
Something's funky about your throat down there. Is it similar to kombucha? Do you know what kombucha is?
No, but I know what a capuchin monkey is.
No, kombucha. It's fermented black or green tea.
It's an Islamic drink. Nice. Where are you from? Right now we're discussing a Islamic drink on Periscope with one of our followers.
Mm.
Hello, what is up, Wymaz? How's it
Yeah.
going? And he's gone.
All right.
And he died.
All right. Catch you later.
Later, dude. Fine. Got a shout out, and he didn't even stick around.
That's all right.
He left me sitting
All
here
right.
eating my heart out, baby.
Anybody out there who's got a
Waiting for
favorite
some
drink,
love at your
alcoholic or
call.
otherwise, let us know. What's your favorite drink? And especially if you've ever done done a hard ass day's work, you're hurting, you're sweating, you're like just you're melting, you're sweating so hard, your nutsack is sweating off. You're just like you're dripping sweat. You've worked your ass off.
I think you're a hard ass.
What is your favorite drink after a hard day's work?
Nice cold Bud Light in a bottle. Has to be in a bottle. Cannot be in a can.
I have to say beer, but it's got to be Dos Equis. Ice cold Dos Equis. I don't know why.
Or bottle.
Bottle.
Yep, I agree. How can I go on a date with a girl?
Ask her out. Say, hey, my name's Bob, John, Michael, whatever.
Yeah.
How are you? Would you like to grab a cup of coffee?
Coffee, tea,
Would you like to grab some tea?
some water,
You want to get a Diet Coke?
vending machine.
You want a nice cold bottle of water from the vending machine? You want a Coke? You want a Diet Pepsi?
Hey, you want to hit
You
the
want a
water
7-Up?
fountain with me real
You want
quick?
some Canadian Dry?
Wow. Nice.
That's
Okay. You just got to pretty much go up to him and talk to him.
Yeah, words have to come out.
Yep.
But I know, is this girl hot? Like on a scale from 1 to 10, how hot is this girl?
I don't know. It was
Are
just
you
a
still
question.
there?
It was just a question that came in.
Well, obviously
It
there's
is.
a girl. I'm assuming there's a girl.
Right.
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10.
How hot is this
So
girl?
we have a follow-up question. He said she's about a 9.
Oh, so I get it because he meets this girl and she's so hot that sometimes words just don't come out.
Yeah.
I get that. We've all been there, buddy. It's
All
okay.
been there.
Okay.
And I would say
So,
the best advice.
You gotta understand this, and I know you're not gonna understand it when I say it first. It's the same as talking to any of your dude friends. And you're going to say bullshit, not bullshit.
He's from Canada, and I'm American.
I'm telling you, it's just like talking to a dude. You just got to be like, what's up? How you doing? My name's Chad. You know, you want to get a cup of coffee? You want to share a sandwich? You want to have a cappuccino? My treat? Whatever, you know?
Cappuccino?
Gotta keep it simple. You don't want to have some elaborate. The big elaborate gestures come later. You want to keep it simple.
Do you know Robin Sharbansky?
Robin Sharbansky.
Yeah.
No.
I've never heard of Robin Sharbansky.
Oh. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. From How I Met Your Mother. The TV series. Yes. No. Actually, yeah, she lived 2 doors down from me. Yeah, totally. No, I don't know her.
Wow. That got intense. I had no idea where that was going. 2 doors down from what?
From me. She's a character on How I Met Your Mother.
Whoa, we got a call coming in.
She was a character.
Hello, Etta. We're going to call him 45. We'll catch you in 3, 2, 1. Hello, 45. You're live on the L&D Project.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
What you doing?
You guys ever taken DMT?
DMT. Never taken DMT.
No.
Have you?
I've taken it. Yeah.
Are you on DMT right now?
No, I wouldn't be able to talk to you if I was.
Okay, no. Just marijuana.
Have you ever had a double rum and coke?
What?
Have you ever had a double rum and coke?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you like it?
It was good.
You ever take shrooms?
What's your favorite alcoholic drink?
I like Guinness.
Nice.
You ever do shrooms?
Yeah, I've done shrooms.
Okay. How'd that go for you?
What's your favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Coca-Cola.
Nice.
No.
Nothing like a nice cold Coca-Cola after a long day.
Where you from, man? Where you calling from?
Redondo Beach, California.
Down in California.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I rode Highway 1 out there. I'm
going to do a dab just for you all the way out there in California.
Last year. All the way up to Oregon, Washington.
It's a cesspool here.
Yeah.
I think overpopulation is becoming a big problem.
Oh, here in Colorado too, man. I think it's becoming a problem everywhere, actually.
Yeah. I'm waiting for another, plague to happen or some shit.
Dude, I have serious... Oh, my... Dude, you're my favorite caller by far. I've seriously been telling Dan that for years now, that we need a plague to wipe out, seriously, 2/3 of the population.
Yeah, I would agree.
We just need to start over. Mother Nature...
Fucked up.
No, is trying to, help us out and, kill people off. And we're we cured this and we cured that and we're saving everybody. And then people that shouldn't be having kids are having kids.
Yeah, it's become a massive problem.
I mean, dude, I've been telling Dan, you need a license to drive a car. You need a license to fish. You need a license to go hunting. You need a license to sell houses. You should need a license to have kids.
First of all, those people that are having kids aren't having kids. They're just fucking and getting pregnant.
Yeah, so but there's ways. This is 2019. There's ways to prevent that.
So it's not like they're planning on having kids. There's no planning.
George Carlin called it pumping out a unit.
Sorry?
George Carlin called it pumping out a unit.
Pumping out a unit. Yeah, I heard somebody refer to it as having little fuck trophies.
Squeezing out a puppy, couple of puppies.
I always just refer to them as mistakes. We drive by a school and I'm like, man, look at all those little mistakes out in the yard.
Mistake center.
Yeah, mistake center. Mistake central.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hey, I was a mistake, so hey.
Aren't we all?
Because my mom told me.
I wonder if existence is a mistake, to be honest. I'm not trying to.
Who is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really into existentialist philosophy.
Yeah.
Absurdism.
What do you think happens after you die?
Hopefully nothing. I like sleep, so I thought of it quite a lot.
That's a long ass sleep.
You just hope you're just sleeping forever?
You might be rested after a couple of millenniums.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's honestly like before you were born.
Yep.
That's it.
That's honestly what I think, man. I was born and raised in a church, and I went 3 times a week with my grandma, and my mom's still real heavy into the church and stuff. But I really just think it's like you said, it's just going to be like just before you were born. You don't remember what it was like before you're born, and after you die, you're not going to know anything. You're just it's just going to be like it's like I always refer to it as like when a battery, like when your phone runs out of juice, when your phone battery runs out, what happens? It just turns off. That's just it.
Yeah, but then you can charge that.
Yeah, but you can't recharge us though. When your little ticker battery runs out, that's it. There's no recharging you. Like you say, you just expire.
Yeah, but there's going to be 50 more. Yeah, what we got maybe 40 years.
Thanks for the hots.
And so that's 40 years of like medical breakthroughs and improvements. Who knows what's going to happen? And I don't want to be. I guess I'm going to be devil's advocate here for a second. So
that nail's good, Dan. Thank you, sir. This one's for you, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
All these people that talk about they believe in ghosts and they've seen ghosts and stuff and they've seen spirits. So why is there disconnect in media between is there an afterlife and people who say they've seen ghosts and stuff? So, I mean, what? Do you think it's one massive conspiracy and all these people are lying? I mean...
See, I don't necessarily believe in, like anything happens to you after you die. I just want to know why
there's this, like, separation between, is there an afterlife and are there spirits, ghosts?
Yes. Okay. I see that's kind of where my disconnect is because... I don't necessarily, but I do believe that there's like spirits, and I do believe there can be stuff like that. I don't know, and I know that doesn't necessarily make sense, but I'm not saying I haven't figured out.
There's a weird disconnect there in society that they talk about spirits, and you can have somebody who believes in ghosts and spirits, but does not believe in the afterlife. It's weird,
right?
I'm just curious why is there does anybody know why there's a disconnect there in society? Because it's weird to me. It's weird. I figure if you believe in spirits and you believe in ghosts and stuff, and that's something you're interested in and it's fascinating to you and stuff, then how do you sit there and say, oh, there's no afterlife? I don't believe in that. It's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm not claiming to have it all figured out. I'm just saying.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, why are people taking themselves so seriously? Why can't people say, I don't know.
I just said that, yeah.
I fucking don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, people people that are up there, more important people. People more important than us.
What do you mean more important people?
That's what I said. More important people. People that are more in the media, in the mainstream spotlight. How come they're not going? I don't fucking know. They act like they know something more than we do, and trust me, you know what? They don't. They don't fucking know more.
What'd you say, buddy?
But at the end of the game, the king and the pawn go in the same box.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if there is a God, it's between you and him. At the end of it, it's between you and him. It's not between anybody fucking else. If there is, I don't really. I believe more in the universe than I do in some guy in a white robe and white hair.
I think if God were a guy up in the clouds, he's a real asshole.
Well, if there is one, I don't. I think, and there's. I believe there'll be a lot of controversy about this, or maybe I'll get flack for it. But I believe the Bible was a book that somebody wrote. I don't,
Well, of course somebody wrote it. It didn't just appear out of nowhere.
Right, but my point is somebody wrote it to control people.
Yeah, like we've talked about it before. Religion was created to control the masses.
Yes.
It's opium of the mentality. It's a coping mechanism. Existence itself is pretty terrifying, and
yeah,
a lot of people.
Oh, actually, I want to since we're talking about death, this is now a good time with my buddies that are also on Periscope. They're Urban Kev, they're 420 Herb 420. But they actually the other day on their Periscope, they did a personality test, and I actually want to give you this personality test real quick, Dan.
Well, while you're getting ready for that, I just want to say one last thing about this. That's why I believe, like, if you die and then that's it. That's why I believe. I mean, you should make the most out of your fucking time while you're here, and as much as possible.
And it's only 3 questions, and this does circle back to death. So
and
it is
there's
relevant.
So many people worried about what other people are doing. Worry about yourself, man. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't get fucking caught up in that bullshit.
Okay, Dan. So I'm gonna need you to think of a body of water and give me 3 adjectives that describe that body of water. And adjectives are descriptive words, so words that describe that body of water. Think of a body of water.
I got one.
And 3. Okay, go ahead.
Pacific Ocean.
Okay, and 3 adjectives to describe.
Immense. Intense. And boundless.
Wow, boundless. Those are great words, Dan. Okay, next question. 2 out of 3. Second question is, give me a color, and I want you to give me 3 adjectives that describe that color.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm thinking.
Whenever you're ready. Go.
I'm gonna go with green.
Okay. 3 adjectives that describe green.
Fresh.
Okay.
Moisture.
Okay.
And life.
And life. Great. Okay. And now I need so now, Dan, this is one that I need you to close your eyes and imagine that you are now in a brick room, and on that brick room there is a roof. There's no windows in this room. There's no doors. You're just trapped in this brick room, and there's no way out. You find yourself in this brick room, no windows, no doors. You're trapped. Give me 3 adjectives describing how you feel.
Confused.
Okay.
Is there light in the room?
There's no light.
There's no light, so
it's dark.
Black.
It's black.
Blackness. 3.
Yeah, 3. You just need 2 more. You gave me confused.
Anxious.
And 1 more. Confused.
The thing I'm thinking of,
Yep.
I can't describe it with 1 word.
Panicked.
No.
Anxious, scared, nervous.
No. Seeking control.
Looking for control.
Seeking control. Calmness.
You're looking.
Well, there's no way out, so you have to accept your environment.
So
acceptance.
Okay. You're just gonna accept it. Okay.
Well, it's not gonna be easy, but I mean.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good.
What are you gonna do?
So the first one I had you describe a body of water, and the words that you gave me are immense, intense, and boundless. And those words are said to reflect your sex life. Would you say that reflects your sex life? Those 3 adjectives? Immense, intense, and boundless. Would you say that's accurate to your sex life?
Maybe the middle one.
Okay, so just 1. Okay, and then I asked you to give me a color, and you gave me fresh, moisture, and life to describe the color green. Now, typically when you think of a color, you think of your favorite color. Is green your favorite color?
Pretty much.
Okay. And when you typically think of that color, it's supposed to, those are supposed to be adjectives that describe yourself. And you gave me fresh, moisture, and life. Do you think those words describe you well? I mean, you are 90% water, to be technical.
Say we're 70% water.
I think it's more like 90.
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
life, I guess.
And then the last one, if you're trapped in the room, you said you would be confused, anxious, and then you just have to accept it. And that's supposed to be said that's how you perceive death.
Yeah.
Confused, anxious, and then finally you just have to accept it. Yeah, and I think that's good. Yeah, I agree. I think you also just have to accept
you know what
death.
scares me? It's not death.
Nah.
It's not having everything, feeling like I've done everything I feel like I want and need to do before I die. That's what scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Not death itself. Death is part of life.
Everybody dies.
Death is a release, but at the same time, it's like kind of want to stick around and see what happens. You know?
Yeah,
but would you want to live forever if they came up with a way tomorrow that you could live forever and never die? Would you choose to live forever?
No.
Nope.
No.
I wouldn't want to live forever.
Okay, for instance, I'll use a very common example, the vampire.
Hello.
I mean,
greetings from Denver, Colorado.
If you were to live for centuries and centuries, you would be the loneliest motherfucker on planet Earth.
Right. Well, you could always make new friends and stuff, right? I mean,
yeah, but if it would be like having an incurable addiction. An incurable addiction because you would have.
I mean,
to
just every like
feed on
every lifetime, you'd have to make new friends.
Yeah, so you could eat them.
Not so you could eat them. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah.
I read an article about a woman, she's one of the oldest women in the world, and she said she compared life to like just endless ways of hell. She said she's never had a happy day in her life. She lived through, both World Wars, Great Depression, Holocaust, all those things.
Wow. That's weird because I saw this guy on YouTube. He wasn't like super old, but he was like 109. I guess that's pretty old. 109. He was a World War II vet. Still drives himself around. Smokes cigars. Walks with a cane, but that's it. He's 109 and just walks with a cane.
Nice.
The African American.
And he seemed pretty happy, so I don't know. Maybe it's the female species. I don't know.
Yeah. Oldest person's a woman. She's in Japan. She's 116.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was just going to look that up. What is the, I looked it up not too long ago. What is the oldest man to have ever lived?
Oh, God, I don't know.
I know the one you're talking about. Was he a black guy?
Yeah, he's an African-American cat that's like, he's a World War II vet and he still drives himself.
He died recently.
Oh, okay. Well, he was 109.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Good run.
Yeah, if you're 109, you
things are starting to break down.
You're doing pretty good if you're 109.
Yeah,
might be time to lay down.
Yeah, all I care about is I would like to have my family around me when I go.
Dude, I've actually seen. I worked hospice, and I've actually seen a lot of people that die alone.
Yeah,
by themselves.
My old man died alone.
Yeah, I was taking care of a patient, and he was actually a good
in the dark.
He was actually a nice. Yeah, he was actually a nice patient of mine, but his dementia was so bad that he used to like verbally abuse his family when he would see them. Like his last Christmas, they came and they took him for Christmas, and they brought him back, and his daughter was crying and so upset. She's like, he started yelling and started a big old thing. And I was like, it's not him. It's the disease.
Yeah.
So, but they brought him back, and after that, she's like, I can't come to see him for a while. He just upsets me. He attacks me, and da-da-da-da. And I was like, I understand. And then when he started to die, nobody was there. No, none of his family. We called them and notified them. We said he's only got he's not going to make it through the night. And that night, nobody came. I worked night shift, and I stayed with him until he died. And I was the only one in the room when he died.
All because they don't understand the disease.
Yeah, and I'm just
they don't understand. It takes. My old man had it. He had a stroke, but then that stroke kind of turned into.
And actually, you see these pictures behind us. You see these wooden frames behind us.
Yeah,
the wooden frames.
Uh-huh.
Those were his. Those were hanging in his room. He built those out of old barnyard wood that he found.
Nice.
back in the 80s. So he hand built those, and he's got his name signed on the back. And I took those. His family said I could have a little something of his. So
nice.
Because he was a good friend of mine, and he was a mean son of a gun, man. He was I was hanging out with this guy one day, and he got all upset at me, and he got mad, and he was gonna storm out, and I wouldn't let him leave because if he would go out onto that uneven pavement, he would fall down. And he was trying to get out of the emergency exit, and I was yelling for one of the nurses to come down and help me. I was like, "Come and help me! Come and help me!" And when the nurse finally got down there, he turned around and looked at the nurse, and he just popped her right in the mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, "Donald, sit down in your wheelchair," because I had the wheelchair there, and he turned around and he looked at her and he just popped her square in the mouth. And she looked there, and I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah." And then we got him back to his room, and she was like, "It didn't hurt." She's like, "But man, it surprised the hell out of me." I was like, "Gee, he's pretty sharp for an old guy."
I mean, Carla used to talk about that when she worked med surge and ICU. Get these old cats in med surge or ICU and said, "You really got to learn to duck and cover."
Oh yeah, man, they'll mess you up. They'll tear you up.
I've seen a few things like that. I was once staying at a psychiatric unit, saw a homeless lady punch a nurse in the face.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
But that dementia is like, it's the disease. It's not the person. A lot of people don't understand it.
Yep.
My old man, he had moments where he'd rip my sister a new one, verbally. And she would be like, "Yeah, I understand. It sucks, but you got to understand it's not him. It's the disease. It's his synapses trying to map a new route."
Right.
And then frustration happens.
Yeah.
And then he just attacks whatever's there. And if you're there, you get attacked.
Yeah. I used to take care of this old lady that she was just real mean. She was the meanest old lady in the whole nursing home. And actually, one of my first days, we were getting her dressed. And she was like, "No, I'm not getting out of bed, and you're not changing me." And she was all soiled and everything. And we were trying to move her arm so we could get her arm in her sleeve, as we were, because now at this point she didn't have a top on because we had managed to get it off.
Angry dementia people.
And her arm was in the sleeve like this, and it slipped, and she pulled her arm out, and I was standing, and she was sitting on the edge of her bed, and she went bam and punched and just side punched me like that right in my testicles. Just, oh man, took me to my knees.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this is perfect.
And I had a female aide there with me that was helping, and she was like, "Oh my god."
I had that once when I was a kid. Some girl, I don't know why, but I took a foot right to the testicles, and I swear to God, I wasn't very old, but I'm pretty sure I felt them in my nostrils.
Yeah. That same little old lady, and I was actually this other aide that I was messing around with her at the time actually, but she came down and she was helping me in the room. This was when I worked at Belfour. I don't even know if we knew each other then, but anyway, she came down and she was helping me in the room, and I told her, "Okay," I said, "This is my patient." I said, "You just help her stand, and I'll do all the dirty work in the back after she's done."
Yeah.
But she had a big old blister on her hand. It was like a big old blister, and the nurse was just gonna let it ooze on its own or whatever.
And just let it be.
She was just gonna let it be. She grabbed onto the bars and stood up. And as she was standing up, I went to the back of her to, deal with the mess back there. And as she stood up, the blister popped all over this girl that was looking at me. Just this fluid all over her. All over from this blister. She grabbed onto the bars and then pulled, and the pressure just popped. And it just literally
was it like
just
pretty big?
Sprayed this girl. It was about, for reference, it was about the size of a tangerine.
Holy shit.
Not quite the size of a tennis ball, but almost there. But
shit.
Definitely bigger than a golf ball.
From what? Somebody burn her with a fucking lighter?
I don't remember what the boil was from, but that lady was actually interesting.
Oh, that would be worse. That would be worse than some
that
other
same lady.
things.
This is going to get gross, but that same lady, I actually seen my very first. It's called a descending anus, And it's basically when, I know. It's basically it's basically just when you get older.
Subject change.
I know, just let me finish. It's basically when you get older, the muscles that actually hold your anus up, they can't do it anymore, and it just basically your anus just falls out.
Prolapse?
I'm all ears.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's fucking disgusting.
Is that the word?
A what?
Prolapse?
Burlaps.
Prolapse? Like prolapsed anus?
Prolapsed.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's descending. That she's the only patient that I've ever seen. I'll look it up, but
The human body is a wonderful thing.
oh, dude, it was when I seen it. I had never seen it before, and when I seen it, man, I went running to the nurse on duty, and I was like, "Oh my god, you gotta come and see this! There's something wrong." And she was like, "I know, calm down. This is what it is. This is what causes it." And she just gave me a little education on it. But oh man, it was horrendous. It terrified me. And then we would have students, right? We would have students, like, at that facility, they would always have students that would come and train with us. And I would love to take the students in there and be like, okay, now go back there and wipe. I'll hold. Go wipe. And then they'd be like, oh my God, you got to see this. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I did the same thing.
Just hanging down there like a...
It's horrific.
Something out of a horror movie.
Yeah, it truly is. So, but anyway, yeah, subject change. Get up to descending anuses. But I'm going to look up the correct term for that.
Awesome.
Just to be...
I'm so excited. This is going great.
Yeah, it's going great. And then I'm going to
descending anuses, everybody. Let's talk about it. Awesome. Sorry.
Hold on, that might not be the right medical... We should just call your wife. Your wife would know. Your wife's a nurse.
She's at work, and we're not disturbing her for descending anuses.
Will sound like an insult at first.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Touché.
This is what we're going to look it up from the Canadian Cancer Society.
Canadian Cancer Society. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great place to have a descending anus. I got a descending anus. Well, take a fucking number.
Yeah, it's called rectal descent or rectal prolapse. So either or.
I'm glad I know these things. You know.
I love who comes up with these fucking names? Rectal descent, baby. Rectal descent.
Sounds like a heavy metal
Anal
band.
prolapse.
My new band.
It sounds better than your assholes hanging out.
You know somebody's going to be, you're going to say anal prolapse, and somebody's going to be like, what is that? And you're going to be like, you don't fucking want it. You don't want it. Just stop. Just think about something else. You don't fucking want it.
That same patient that I'm telling you about, when the nurses had to go around and give shots, I remember I was terrified because I had to go around and help the nurses. And this nurse, she was the youngest nurse on duty, and she actually wasn't an RN, she was an LPN. And she was like, nah, she's like, I used to work in a baby center. She was like, so I got really good at giving shots. She went up to this little old lady that was mean, and she was like, hey, she was like, hey, and she was distracting her, and she grabbed her arm, and she was like, psh. And that little lady didn't even know what hit her. She was like, all right, later, bye. Get the hell out of my room. She didn't even know she stuck her.
Was it like a...
She just told her, let me look at your arm. I just got to see your arm. And she was like, hey, what are you doing touching her stuff? Throwing me under the bus. She's like, she's like, do you want him to be touching? And she stuck her real quick. While she was busy yelling at me. And
was it like
she didn't even know.
A tetanus shot or something?
It was like a flu shot. It was the flu shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I seen they were training a nurse.
I had a nurse do that. Not really do that, but I had to have a tetanus shot. And I got it in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And this is when I was younger, and I was afraid of needles. And she's like, and I'm like, you're like, you're getting ready,
right,
for the needle,
right?
Okay, I'm ready. And then they're like, I'm done. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're done? What?
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
I used to be real afraid of shots too until I got into nursing, and then I had to start getting a yearly flu shot, and then you got to get what's the little skin bubble? What is that? The TB test, and so you're always getting stuck with needles when you're in healthcare. And
my wife thinks this is hilarious. They get these guys in there that look like they've done like 20 years in San Quentin. covered in fucking tattoos.
And
like
they're afraid of needles.
Baddest motherfucker you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they're afraid of needles.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of got over my fear of needles when I used to go donate
I'm wondering,
blood.
I've got a theory on that. I've got a theory. What if some of these guys were like IV drug users?
Nah. I just think it's kind of different. You know, I don't have a tattoo, but I've heard it's just different. It's and I kind of get it. It's different of it being on the surface and just kind of piercing you versus it sticking it into your skin, into your vein. And I mean, let's be honest. It does kind of hurt a little. I mean, it's not. It does. Your arm's not gonna fall, but it does. It is uncomfortable.
You know what the funny thing is?
Nobody likes it.
Out of my 2 kids, Ty hates getting needles. Anya is like, the nurse is like, okay, we gotta take some blood.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, there you go.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like that. I kind of got over mine, like I said, when I went to go.
And then she'll watch them take the blood, and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing now?"
I don't like to watch them. I don't like to watch them stick it in. But as soon as they have it in, and as soon as they've got it tapped, then I'll watch. Then I'm like, cool. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to see you.
I'm kind of like,
I don't want to see you poke it, because if it goes south, I don't want to see that shit go down. I don't want to see you blow my vein.
Yeah.
So
it's weird. But okay.
Yeah, my grandma used to. What? Go ahead.
Is there anything that anybody out there, wants to do, like a dream or something that you've done?
We got another
you've
call.
always wanted to do.
Hello,
you've never done it, or
Rena.
something you've always wanted to learn but never learned. Could be anything.
Ree Malmar. We're just gonna call her Ree or him Ree. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Ree. You're live on the L&D Project.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Ree.
What are you doing?
Good.
We're good. How are you? Thanks for calling in.
How are you guys?
So
Good.
basically, the question on deck right now is, what is one thing you've always wanted to learn, or one thing you've always wanted to do but haven't done yet? Anybody?
I don't know. What about you?
What?
Something you've always wanted to do but you haven't done yet.
If this one your father or no?
Wait, what?
This one your father?
My father?
No.
One,
No,
the
we're just
guy
friends.
No,
who
it's my best friend. We're just friends.
Beside you, his really?
Yeah, no, we're just friends.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's the question on deck right now. Something you've always wanted to
Same
do
face.
but have never done.
Thank you.
Why he angry?
I think I've always wanted to visit a particle accelerator. That'd be pretty cool.
A particle accelerator?
Why thank you?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Particle accelerator. Where the hell is that?
You know those big circular things?
Which
They're like
project
miles
you
long,
do?
and they go in a circle, and basically they take particles and they basically make them spin around this thing really fast, and they make them like smash into each other, and then they watch what happens.
All right, I had to boot her out of here because she was just in here to be distracting. She wasn't adding to the conversation, and I'm going to do another dab.
That would be
Because
cool.
when I throw people out, I like to dab.
There's a couple of things. I've always wanted to learn to skydive.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
a
not
good one.
like to skydive. Are you kidding me?
You ever been in a skydive, like a simulation, like those events?
No.
No.
I've been in one when I was 11, and I, being 11 years old, small, frail child, got thrown right up in the air, couldn't even control what I was doing.
Wow.
Kind of terrifying.
It was extremely terrible.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I would love to go skydiving because that's like a bucket list kind of thing.
Right.
I would not want to go skydiving because you're gambling with your life right there. Just like, I want to do it just before I die. Well, that could be why you die. Yeah, and I get it. Oh, how many people?
Yeah, but
it's very rare. I've got bad fucking luck, okay? I've got
Really?
terrible fucking luck.
Really?
Yes, really?
Like how?
Dan, how long have we been friends?
Let's see. I've crashed.
Yeah, and you don't have the best luck either, so don't go skydiving. I'm not saying
crashed like a number of vehicles, and crashed 3 motorcycles in my life.
Yeah, but that's exactly why you should not go
4.
skydiving, because you're gonna.
Yeah, but I survived all of it.
It's like,
I think I'm very lucky because I've survived everything.
Skydiving, what a Chad, like.
That's the way I look at it. I've survived everything.
I don't know. I mean, hey, if you want to do it and you think you can do it, and I mean, it's one of those things like, hey, if you can do it and you want to do it and you succeed, more power to you.
That's what I say. It's all how you look at stuff.
But I don't think it's
you change your perspective.
No way, Jose. I want to just. Could you imagine dying like that? First of all, could you just imagine that death?
Yeah.
The fear. I mean, the impact isn't going to be bad because you're just going to explode.
I think at a certain point, I would just like fucking be like you are, like you have your arms, and like I just close my eyes.
No.
You're not gonna survive that anyways. You're not even gonna really feel it.
No, Dan, be realistic. That's not how it's going to go because you're going to be skydiving, right? You're going to be in the plane. Your instructor's going to be like, "Okay, dude, let's go." You're going to jump out. You're coming down. You're trying to do cool stuff, and you're like, "Oh my God, I'm so cool. I'm on my bucket list." And then when you see your instructor pull, or then when it's time to pull, after you've had your fun, then you see something's wrong and you're almost to the ground.
Yeah. So there's not really anything.
No, then the panic's going to set in. Oh, fuck, my parachute, while you're still hurling towards the ground at 120 miles an hour. You tell me you're going to be calm in that situation and be like, "Oh, well, I guess this is it."
Well, maybe not in the first 10 seconds, but you better get calm.
I guarantee you it's going to take more than 10 seconds to just be like...
I don't know.
Okay, you're going to leave your family, your kids, your dog, everyone behind now, in this second, right now. In the next 4 seconds, everything's going to go. 3, 2, 1, bye! That's it. That's how quick it is.
Make sure you have a kick-ass insurance policy.
Dude. Telling you, that shit is...
Make sure you have a badass fucking insurance policy, motherfucker. That's right. If you're going to do crazy shit,
I don't got enough
kick-ass fucking insurance.
I don't got enough huevos to do it, and I could admit it. My huevos are not big enough.
Yeah.
I was in a helicopter one time, and I loved it, but the whole time I was thinking, if this thing goes down, we're fucked. We're so fucked.
I'm kind of like Ron White in that respect. Especially, I mean, God, if you got a little alcohol in me, Jesus Christ, I would be wrong. I'd be like, fucking hit something hard, motherfucker. I don't want to limp away from this bitch.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm in the same perspective. Yeah, if something goes down like that, I don't, just
whatever. Fucking, fuck serving alcohol. Just give me the goddamn bottle.
Could you imagine, though, being in an airplane when that thing is rolling towards the ground and then, they're like, okay, brace for impact. Boom, you hit the ground. You probably black out.
I'd probably proposition one of the stewardess and say, I know we're crashing, but you want to go out with a bang?
Well, dude, have you ever seen those videos, like, for real? The second they hit the ground, the whole fucking plane is engulfed in a fireball. So
exactly.
There's probably going to be flames. You're probably going to black out. But then when you wake up on the ground, the first thing you have to think of is smoke inhalation. And then you got to be like, I got to get the fuck out of this thing before it fucking explodes. If your spine isn't broken and both your legs aren't broken.
Or if you're still breathing.
If you're even alive, dude, that would be fucking terrifying.
I don't know. I think I just banged the stewardess. Consensually.
Yeah, right.
Consensually. And then at least that way you're standing, so when you do hit something, maybe you get spit out the windshield of the plane.
Yeah, right.
And you're dead.
We all know the way women work, and believe me, they don't work like, I'm going to die. I'm horny.
Really?
Believe
2019?
Me, they're not even... Yeah, 2019. I know.
There's some bona fide freaks out there.
I don't know what bona fide freaks you've been finding, but they're rare, especially in this age. This isn't the 80s, Dan.
Exactly. It's not. They're even more freaky.
I don't think so.
I do think so.
What do you think?
What do I think?
About chicks. Are chicks more freaky? Are they more accepting of their sexuality now than in the 80s?
Probably.
What?
I think that's generals. Taking a futuristic twist. It's people accept anything nowadays. Nothing's really controversial.
Right.
It's kind of just all freedom. There's no shock value anymore. There's no sexuality. It's like, okay, cool.
You gotta get out.
You want to fuck, and like, who cares? Like,
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you not.
Nice talking to you guys. I gotta head out.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Thanks
nice
for
talking
calling
to
in.
you. Thanks for calling in.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, man.
Yep. All the way from California.
Yep.
What's a nice guy. I hope he follows us because I would like him to come back. Well, Dan, we're coming up to our last 10 minutes here.
All right. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't done yet? Or something you've always wanted to learn but haven't learned yet? Something that's like, I've always wanted to learn
well, I want to be
mechanics. A nurse. I've always wanted to learn
I want to be a nurse.
Okay. Is there anything specific to nursing?
Like, is there something specific in nursing I want to learn?
Like, do you want to be an
trauma?
OR? Oh, you want to be a trauma nurse?
Well, well, you know my plans. I want to, first of all, I want to be a traveling nurse and travel around and do all that stuff. But while I'm in the hospital, I would like to work in trauma and the emergency, but then I would also like to get into the operating room. I would like to be an OR nurse.
How about the ICU?
I'd like to, sure.
How about
but the OR or the ER?
The
OR for sure. I want to be in an operating room.
Carla was in the ICU, but then at the hospital in Minneapolis, she was in. It was another level. It was a specialized ICU, like I can't remember the technical term, but basically people that had brain injuries that were critical.
Correct.
Like the head trauma ICU.
Yeah. No.
So
I would like to do that, but then I would also. But then I think when I get older and like I can't do the ER and stuff like that, I think the way when I'm ready to retire, when I'm done with nursing, when it's when I'm older, when I'm old, then I think I'll switch back to hospice. I really like working hospice.
Yeah,
and that's really easy. You just drive around,
and you can still do travel assignments.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
it could be like a working vacation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what I want to do with my life.
Nice.
What do you want to do with your life, Dan?
I really want to travel around Europe.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know, but I really want to travel around Europe.
Okay.
Ideally, I'd like to take several months to be able to be on a motorcycle and travel around Europe on a motorcycle, and eventually from Europe venture out even farther, maybe go to Spain. You can take a boat from Spain over to Morocco in Africa.
Right.
And
I would like to see Spain.
Then you're over there.
That's where my people are from.
And you could see a lot.
Spain and Mexico.
You could see a lot over there. Like, most of the history, like ancient history, is over there.
Right.
We have a history, but our history is like 300 years old. Their history is like thousands of years old.
Right.
And I'd really like to go there and see it now.
Would you like to go to Greece or Paris?
Absolutely.
Or Rome?
Yeah.
Or Italia?
Definitely. I have a bucket list thing on my bucket list specific to Italy.
Okay.
As I want to go to a little cafe in Italy and order cappuccino and maybe a bruschetta.
Bruschetta?
And just those little long cookies that they make.
Oh.
And sit there and drink my fucking cappuccino.
And maybe some escargot.
No, I'm not eating fucking snails.
Come on, if you're gonna go to France, Paris, you gotta have escargot.
Well, I'm not. I'm in Italy.
Then you gotta have. If you're in Italy, then you gotta have pizza.
Yeah,
real pizza. I actually learned this. Do you know that if you go to Italy and you order a pepperoni pizza, you're gonna get a pizza with peppers on it. Like bell peppers, because pepperoni is pepper.
Right.
So when you go there, you have to say a pepperoni americano.
What do you want? If you go to Italy, you want to order a margarita pizza.
I love margaritas.
Do you know what that is?
No, but I know what margaritas are, and I know what pizza is, and having them together in one sounds amazing.
Margarita pizza is the mozzarella tomato, basil, fresh basil, and then a little bit extra cheese. That's it. And it's the bomb.
Sounds good. I'm gonna have to try that.
Especially the, and I'm talking not like the pizza oven. I'm talking the wood fire pizza oven, where you shove it in there and then like 90 seconds, it's ready to go.
Right. Well, then, looks like we're coming up on the end of our hour here. So,
all right, people,
light this up one more time. We're getting our 5-minute warning.
Dabberoonie.
Whoa! It's getting hot in here. Dan's turning on the torch. It is getting so hot. Dan's gonna turn the torch on.
The torch is lit.
We're gonna get lit.
You're gonna get lit. I'm gonna watch.
No,
that sounds.
You're gonna watch me get lit.
It's not dirty, people. It's just weird.
It's okay.
Cut it out.
It's okay. You can watch.
Don't be a bunch of sickos.
It's okay. You can watch. It's okay.
Yeah, no, you can't. Stop
it's
watching.
Okay. You can watch. It's all good. You can watch. It's all good.
Hey.
I don't know where that accent's
coming
off,
from.
Chica. I wasn't trying to go for a woman there. Did that come off, woman? Right? I was just trying to go for something like, just just kind of, come down. Just kind of. I don't know where that's coming from.
Very Latin.
Yeah, I don't know. Just, come on.
Okay.
What are you talking about, huh?
Forget about it. Come on. Hey, oh.
Whoa, hey, calm down. I'm going to throw you some cement, huh?
I'm going to throw you some cement.
I'm going to throw you some cement.
Gonna draw you a couple of cement shoes, you frickin' mook.
I'm going to throw you some cement. All right, here we go. It's the final countdown to the tab. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's good, Dan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And here
you go.
We go.
And dab. There you go. And
all right, guys.
Ta-da. There you go. Episode 6 is in the box.
In the box. Guys, remember, never lie, steal, or cheat. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company, like me. And if you must cheat,
cheat death.
Cheat death, because fuck that guy.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Catch you later. Catch
we
you
love
on the
you.
flip side.